Hey people, how's it going? This is DJ357 welcoming you once again to the wonderful world of Feed the Beast. I am joined by the illustrious and ever wonderful Mr. Viper. Say hello.
Konnichiwa.
How's it going? One of the magical additions he's made to our wonderful little house is this wall of heads. So if you want to explain where those came from.
This sword right here.
Aha.
That's all I gotta say is this sword right here that I'm going to gang sign you with. Gang salute. Peace.
How dare you? So that looks like a rather shiny enchanted sword. So I'm assuming it has the Vorpal enchantment, which allows you to collect severed heads.
Yes, pretty much. I just pretty much while we were off camera, while you were doing your own thing, I went off and built an enchantment table and an enchantment room, just to enchant our tools and stuff, because I think we needed enchantment tools and armor and stuff, just for especially mining, because like getting coal, because we ran low on coal off cam, so I had to go off and enchant my pick, which I got treasure, and I got Vorpal too, as you said, on my sword, hence why the heads, and pretty much the reason why there's a wall of heads there. This is my champion's wall. Pretty much all my slain foes are going to go there in future.
Can you get ender heads?
I think so. That's
awesome.
My next edition.
Yeah.
I really want an ender head, and I really want to get a ghast. If I can get a ghast head, I'd be happy, but I doubt I can.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And then there's my bit of coal due to my treasure, which is pretty sweet.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
So yeah. Anyway, so you were busy for the last couple of hours. Please show me what you have done.
Oh god. All right. So all the stuff I've been doing over the last couple of hours, and literally it's been hours. It's been about 4 or 5 hours that I've spent off camera trying to set all this up. What you can see is we previously had the coke oven and the blast furnace, so that was one thing we were setting up. So we realized we were getting creosote oil out of this, and we figured, is there a way we can use that? And then we thought about power. So we had already planned that we were going to start dealing with power in this episode. I built some tanks just to store some different stuff. So this is creosote oil, that's oil. We during his adventures, Viper found it's called a vein, found a source of oil, so we were able to gather some of that and bring it back with buckets. But the main thing that we did was over here I built a little area where I'm going to build all of our machines for power. Now what I did with my research that I did myself off cam was I found out that a good way to go is with biogas engines. So we're going to be using biomass and biofuel. So we need a fermenter and a still. So the fermenter takes stuff like you'll see in the bio supplies. So ignore all the apatite. We found a lovely vein of apatite to give us fertilizer for the fermenter. But it takes stuff like saplings and cacti and stuff like that, and basically turns it into biomass. And you can see in here, this is the fermenter that we'll be building. It needs to be powered by an engine, so that was a little bit annoying to begin with. So I had a little mess around in a creative world just to try and tweak the setup. So the biogas engine is going to be the main kind of mover and shaker around here. So you can see there's the recipe for creating that biogas engine. I'm going to use the biogas engine to power the fermenter. The fermenter is then going to send biomass to the still. The still is then going to turn the biomass into biofuel, and we're then going to use the biofuel. Okay. So in order to set all that up, we need water, and we need lots of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an iron tank. So that was one of the things that took me forever, because I had to set up a rolling machine, and then I had to get lots of iron plates. So we needed lots and lots of iron, and I needed an engine to power the rolling machine, so I had to go off and get a bloody combustion engine. So I had a use for the oil that Viper found. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and build the iron tank to store all the water that we're going to need. So what you can see here is, for the iron tank, you need wall, you need gauge, and you need valve. Okay. So for the wall, we need these 4. So this is going to create enough walls for us to build the actual structure. So we're going to build a 3 by 3, so 3 wide by 3 deep. It's going to be 4 high. So these are going to build the walls. So I'm going to take these.
And I'll take these.
Sorry?
And I'll take these.
Okay, so what Viper just took there, and you destroyed the recipe, but that's fine, they can go back in the video, is the, I believe it's the
4 plates and 4 bars?
It's the valve part.
Okay.
It's actually missing a lever, so I forgot about the lever. Could I ask you please to build a lever? So I'm going to build the wall over here. So iron tank wall. Okay. What? Spit it out.
I just left out a ripper.
Right. Okay. Right. Childish humour aside.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
I was wondering what that sound was. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a very quick blueprint of these walls in dirt, just so I don't mess anything up. Okay, so there's the base layer, as I say, 3 by 3. Unfortunately, those torches are in my way, so they're going to have to move for the time being. Yeah, torches. Place these over here instead. Okay.
Oh, cobblestone. Badge. Oh, fuck.
Okay. And as I said, we're going to make it 4 high. One place. So it needs to be a hollow structure also.
Okay, so you want a gauge, is it?
Yes, please.
Okay, so is it called anything specific?
Iron tank gauge. It's right there. This is the first thing that popped up when you type in gauge.
Okay, so I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah, just type in gauge. Yeah, big E, did you?
Iron tank gauge. So.
Oh no, sorry, no, it's the valve you're making because.
So it's the valve
yeah,
I'm making.
yeah.
Okay.
So just type in valve. That's that one, yeah, iron tank valve.
Iron tank valve. Okay.
Yeah. So the valve is the part of the iron tank that actually allows you to input and output liquids.
Yeah.
Now, behave yourself.
Oh, come on now. Oh yes, iron tank valves. Oh, he actually produces 4. Interesting.
Yeah. Pretty good. We only need actually 1 for the time being, just to input, and then we'll be outputting later on. So now to build the base of this structure.
See, that's me. I like to make the valves. You know, I like to work with inputs and outputs of liquids.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Sure, I might as well make the valve while I'm at it, while you're busy doing that.
Please do.
So, the valve is pretty much boop. 15. I'm guessing it's. Okay, wait. I'm building the gauge, not the valve anymore. So the gauge is. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, 4 gauges. Oh, sorry, 12 gauges.
12 gauge, huh?
Yep, 12 gauge shotgun.
Okay, so if you could kindly throw me that stuff. So there's the valves. Okay, is that all the gauges we got? Cool, thank you, because I'm going to need those. Those are basically going to be our windows into the area. So, first thing is going to be the valve, and the valve is going to go here. So I'll just show you guys very quickly what I've actually set up here. So we've set up an infinite water source. So we have a water source block here and a water source block there, and that gives us an infinite water source. And there is a magical thing called an Aqueous accumulator. Aqueous accumulator, which we'll be showing you guys in a moment, and that is going to pump out the water from this infinite water source down into our tank. So it's going to be magical. So because we have it set up in that way, we're going to set the valve right there. So there's the valve, and now we fill in the gauges, which will show us the water level. And then hopefully with these last 2 blocks, boom, we now have an iron tank. If we right click, it shows iron tank. Ta-da! So it can hold 576,000, I believe that's MB.
It's pretty much how much it stores of water, just to simplify for everyone. That's like
576 buckets.
Okay, pretty much.
576 buckets of water. Now the cool thing about this is you can expand it. So you need to have a square base, so it needs to be 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7, anything like that. And
so pretty much it has to be like equal as be cubic.
Yes.
Okay.
But the height of it can be anywhere between 4 and 8 blocks.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
So come on, we need to get the water into the tank. And how do we do that?
So now that we have the tank done, what we're going to do is we're going to get the Aqueous accumulator. And I freaking love this thing. This thing is amazing. You don't need a pump with this baby. All you need is the Aqueous accumulator and you are good to go. So, in order to make that, you need a bucket. You need a machine frame. And in order to make a machine frame, all you need is iron ingots, glass, and gold. So that's not too bad. And then you need this weird thing called a pneumatic servo, which actually isn't that bad. All you need is iron ingots, glass, and redstone. So it looks slightly complicated initially if you're not, very familiar with, say, all the in-depth stuff in TechAid and all the various different mod packs like that. But it's actually not that complex. And then you just need a little bit of tin, and you're good to go. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to make an Aqueous accumulator, and oh, this is going to be magic. I love this little baby. So, tin.
That's what she said.
And I've gone and forgotten the bloody recipe already. It was just in front of me a second ago. Bucket and glass. Okay. Bucket and glass. Ta-da! Okay. So, along with that, some cobblestone waterproof pipe and some wooden waterproof pipe. And we don't need any redstone engines or anything like that. It's amazing the things you can do with an Aqueous accumulator. So, this is the water source block. That's the water source block. So I'm just going to plonk this right here. And then we take wooden waterproof pipe, and ta-da! It immediately starts pumping the water for us.
Awesome, that's actually quite cool.
Look at that. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to kill that, just so it doesn't start going off in various random different directions. And then, down here, boom! And now we're filling up the iron tank. So if we head down here, we'll be able to see, hopefully, that the iron tank is filling up. It doesn't appear to be.
Are you sure it should be a water
Needs to
pipe?
be a valve, yeah.
I know, but you're sure it's a wooden pipe you're supposed to put there?
That I'm not sure. That may actually be wrong. Good
Yes,
man
I
for
think you have
pointing
to
that
put
out.
a normal pipe in there.
Yeah. So we'll just continue the cobble bit.
Shift. Yeah, or do that. No, that should technically go down.
Yeah, it's going down now. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Now check your tank.
Huzzah and hooray and such.
Hey.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. So you can see it's filling at a reasonable rate.
Yeah, it's pretty much going up nicely. It's flowing.
So, now, we need to install another valve so that we can take out all that lovely, delicious water. So, I have another valve here. So, I'm going to break that. And boom. Now, I believe... Oh, shit. I can't do that.
Precious water that has been lost.
That's okay. The problem there is you cannot have the frame, and this is the frame. These blocks here that I'm describing there. You can't have the frame as anything else other than the wall, but somewhere like this can be a valve.
No, it can't because the water is still not pouring.
God damn it. Oh, this is not going as well as I had hoped. Alright. So that's back there. Let's try this one. Can this one be a valve?
Nope.
Nope. Great.
Try the middle one at the bottom. Oh, wait, that might be a bad idea actually.
No, I can do it. Might be the best place actually. Oh, there's some coal. So, middle one at the bottom. Ah,
Yep, now water is still flowing.
fantastic. Okay, so a little bit awkward to start, but we're good to go.
I know nothing about tanks or valves and I'm already fucking better.
Oh really? You want to go there, do you? Huh?
Well,
Huh?
twice I've actually corrected your mistake, so
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're there because I'm a dumbass.
it's what I'm here for. I told you, you are my apprentice. It's okay.
Let's not go there on YouTube, alright?
Oh.
We'll talk more about this later.
Yes, this is a family show.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plonk in a water source block here and a water source block there. Right here, water source, there, water source, everywhere, water source. Now, I don't unfortunately have another Aqueous accumulator, but I can create one. So as soon as I have one, I'm going to be plonking it back up there. So, let us finish this. Boom.
You should really put an iron pipe here.
Yes, I know. It's all good. So, as I say, once I have the Aqueous accumulator, I'll be back to take up much, much more of that lovely, lovely, delicious water. So, for the time being, we have a water source. So now, This is where the fun crap starts. And if you thought that wasn't fun, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay, so we'll throw this stuff back in here because we don't need it at the moment. So now for the fermenter. So we move some of this shit around so I have a bit more space. Okay, so the fermenter, we already have one of these puppies built, so I'm just going to take that. So, in order to create a fermenter, you need a sturdy casing. Now, I'll just show you the still setup I have over here. So, in order to create a still, right, and the still is what converts biomass into biofuel. In order to create the still, you need glass, redstone, and a sturdy casing. And all a sturdy casing is this recipe over here. Just bronze in a circle. Okay, so the recipe is just bronze with nothing in the middle. That gives you a sturdy casing. That allows you to build a still. Also allows you over here to build a fermenter. So in order to build a fermenter, you need bronze gears and you need a sturdy casing which is made out of bronze. So bronze gears, very, very simple, just a stone gear with bronze around it. Okay. So then once you have the fermenter, unfortunately you're not just good to go straight away, which would be amazing and fantastic. So, boom, there's the fermenter. So the fermenter requires, over here, it requires water, and this is where it's going to output the biomass. So it requires water, it requires something to ferment, and it requires fertilizer. Okay? So the great thing about this is the way it's set up, it'll tell you that it doesn't have anything to actually work with. So you can set up here cans and various different stuff to actually put the biomass into, but we're going to be pumping it out. So what we want to do is we want to... Now here we're going to need a redstone engine to pump out the water. But in any event, we are going to set up our wooden waterproof pipe. We're just going to move this over a little bit just for ease of use. Okay. So this setup is unfortunately going to be awkward just because we're just trying to get things set up. We will streamline it at a later point and work away from there. So much coal around here, it's great.
Yeah, there's coal going around in the
And we're going to need a lot of it.
area, so I'm not going to complain there.
Okay. So, that's our water setup. Do we have any redstone engines? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Hooray and huzzah. So, now I need a redstone blingity-blah. Oh.
Blackety blah, I never heard of that one, no.
Yeah.
What's a blackety blah?
Redstone blackety-blah.
Yes.
It's the cousin of the blookity-bloop.
Good.
So, now we start pumping some of this water out very slowly into the fermenter. Perfect. So, you can see that we're getting... Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Oh, shit.
So the rate of water coming in is only just greater than the rate of water going out. So, that'll be... We'll change that once we actually add the other Aqueous accumulators. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to take some from our bio supplies. So, in order to make fertilizer, you need apatite, and we have loads of it, which is fantastic. So, in order to make the fertilizer, I'll just show you guys very quickly. The recipe is sand and apatite. Now, you can also make it with ash, but ash is a bit more awkward to make. So, we're just going to go with simple sand. So, once you have the fertilizer, all you do is you bung it in here, into the fermenter. Boom. Okay, so now we don't have a recipe yet. That basically means we don't have anything to ferment. So I'm going to take an oak sapling, and boom, there we go. So we are now not quite yet good to go because we don't actually have any power. So it's stocked up with everything it needs except the power. Okay, now what I want to do is, when I set up this, initially I was messing around with biogas engines, so I actually had biogas engines powering my fertilizer, my fermenter, and my still. So I'm going to cut away here and just check and see the fermenter. It needs power from BuildCraft. Fermenter.
My dad checks off how I'm trying to be smart. I'm here gathering sand because apparently we ran out of it, so I need glass. So I'm currently just out here digging now. Not as exciting as I don't know, the lecture of today, DJ357 going on about power supplies. I'm just out here doing my own thing. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm a part of this video too, but I'm quiet right now, doing my own thing.
Okay, so it needs to be powered by BuildCraft compatible engine. So what I'm going to do just to power it initially, and we're going to go with thingy. Yeah, okay. So one thing that I had forgot to mention was the biogas engines themselves. Right, so that's one thing that we're primarily concerned with, the biogas engines. They can be powered by water. Now you need lava to keep it going. So you need a constant supply of lava to keep it going. But once it's warmed up with initial lava, it uses a little bit every now and again, but it's just powered by water, which is fantastic. Now you can replace that with various different other things. So you can power it with water, liquid honey, milk, seed oil, or biomass. And biomass is awesome because that means that we can use the biogas engines, which give us they give us EU, or they give us I can't remember. No, they give us Minecraft joules. So it's not electricity, but it does give us work power. So if we wanted to power, say, a rolling machine, various different things like that. So it gives us engine power as opposed to electricity. But you can run it on the fuel that's coming from the fermenter and the still. So you can use biogas engines using biofuel to power the fermenter and the still that are making the biofuel. It's kind of cool the way it kind of cycles around like that.
You recognize what this is in my hand?
What? Where are you? What's going on? What is that?
It is an Aqueous accumulator.
Aqueous accumulator. Where did you come across such a wonderful piece of technology?
That's what I was building while you were rambling on about giving the peoples there an education. I was not doing it.
I see.
So here's number 2 for you.
Right. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is, instead of using that biogas engine just initially, I'm going to steal this combustion engine which I built earlier on to power the rolling machine. I'm going to plonk it down here. I'm going to give it a constant water supply. I'm going to run over here. I still have some buckets, that's good. And I'm going to take some oil. And then we're going to power this baby. Redstone torch. And huzzah and hooray, we are good to go. So, we are now powering the fermenter. You can see, based on these levels here, that it is working away. And we now have our first little bit of biomass. So that's
awesome.
Great. So the fertilizer itself runs out, it doesn't run out very quickly, which is great. That's good. The main problem with this is actually going to be keeping it stocked with saplings. Now, one thing that I'm planning on doing anyway, is setting up an automated tree farm, which will then, as a byproduct, actually create biomass. So we'll have a fermenter taking some of the saplings from that automated tree farm. But that's a couple of episodes down the road. It's something that we'll set up later on. This is just primarily to get us going, get some biomass, which we can turn into biofuel, to allow us to actually get some power up and going.
Okay, so you've got all the machines up and going then?
I don't yet have the still. So the still is the next part. So, as I mentioned earlier on, to make a still, you need this recipe, which includes a sturdy casing, which is this recipe. So we take the still, and we're just going to plonk it down.
Hopefully I don't die. Well, I'm in a search for cactus. Ha 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 ha. Can I accumulate my first head?
So the still, as you see here, literally all it does, and it needs to be powered by BuildCraft engine as well, unfortunately. Literally all it does is it takes biomass over here and turns it into biofuel. It's that simple. But obviously it does need power as well. So,
I killed 3 Endermen, got 11 Ender pearls, but got no head.
You got 11 Ender pearls?
Yeah, for my sword.
Wow. Nice. Okay.
Anyway, I'm on the search for cactus. Because we're out of waterproof.
Damn it. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of that.
Ha, another zombie head for the wall.
Now, this, I'm just going to simply power the redstone engine.
Come here. Can I get a spider head?
I don't know, actually.
I'll add that to the wall as well.
So, as I mentioned earlier on, this setup as it stands right now is awkward and it's not good, but we will be changing that. This is just primarily, as you can see, I've set up all the chests just primarily for this specific exercise. So, we need a redstone torch. Where's all my redstone gone? Somebody stole my redstone.
That probably would have been me when I was...
Yeah, I'm going to blame Mr. Viper. It's alright, we have a crap load of redstone over here.
2 zombie heads but no spider head.
Boom! Redstone. Okay. So, redstone and a stick. And we got some redstone torches. Booyah! Right. So, power this baby up. So, now we're pumping biomass from the fermenter into the still, which is going to create some biofuel for us. Now, it's not going to do that until we power it. So at this point, probably going to have to set up a... oh, I wonder. Actually, this would be a perfect point to set up the biogas engine. Now, the biogas engine uses biomass, or it'll accept biofuel as well, I believe. I just want to confirm that, 100%. So I'm not telling you guys crappy information. Okay, so it actually doesn't use biofuel. It doesn't use biomass. Oh. Is that a...
That's a zombie villager, yeah. With a shovel in his hand.
Yeah, I was wondering what he was carrying in his hand.
Whoa!
Wow. How did that happen?
Ooh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, it's on.
I think the polite term for what happened there would be rape.
No, that's not polite, but yeah.
I was being facetious. Ooh, another big word. Anyway. So, biogas engine. So, biogas engine...
Is that him?
Probably is. I killed you once, now I'm gonna kill you again.
No.
Bitch.
Oh, he's mine.
So, while Viper fends off hordes of zombies, I'm just gonna continue my lecture. My boring, rambling lecture. So, the biogas engine can be powered by biomass, which is good. So what we can do is we can set up the biogas engine here. Boom, like that. Now it needs a water supply. So we're going to go... maybe the best way to do this. Unfortunately, probably like this. Okay, this is far from the best way to do this, but this is a way to do this. So, all you out there, just shut up.
Really?
Oh no! Ran out of fucking... Damn it.
I was like level 20 and I got like 6 back. Where are you?
I would run out of waterproofing at this point, wouldn't I?
Yep, hence why I'm out looking for waterproofing.
Okay.
Well, I've got my stuff back, so I'm happy about that, especially my awesome sword. But I'm not happy, because the zombie that killed me is not here.
I'm not surprised you're not happy.
I wanted vengeance! Well, who are you? I'll take it out on you. I'll take it out on you, yeah. Come on. I'll take it out on both of you.
Okay, this is probably the better way to do this. Yoink.
Oh, you bastard. Oh, you cunt. 360. No scope.
You can't 360 no scope a zombie in Minecraft. Actually,
it's a circle. There are no circles in Minecraft.
What I was going to say is actually, technically you probably could, because you can spin in 360 degrees and you do not have a scope when you attack him. So I suppose technically you could.
Yeah, I suppose.
Why you'd want to, I do not know, but apparently you could. Alright, so there's a zombie attacking the house.
You can take care of him while I'm looking for this
so I'm just going
cactus.
to check him out. Zombie wearing gold armor. Yeah, your bling didn't fucking help you, did it? You
Okay, I'm gonna go this direction and see.
So, I don't want to lose all this pressure of biomass that's stored in here, but I don't think I have any other choice. Yeah, I don't. So. Alright.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
So,
trying to find that cactus green so I can waterproof my pipe. You gotta protect that pipe from all the leaking fluid. You can take that any way you like, people.
there are only a couple of ways to take that, my friend.
Giggity.
Okay.
As I eat some carrots like a rabbit. Oh yes, and people, if you didn't know, carrots attract pigs. Carrots can be used.
I did not know until earlier on today.
Carrots can be used as, see, look, baby pig. Made them breed earlier on. See, pigs love carrots. As you know, you've just seen, like, you do a carrot on a stick and you can use this for pig racing, but they're also used for breeding. Just a little tip for FYI if you haven't already known. So, as I come up to a forest biome, which is not great. Oh, and if you don't know how to do that, it's just X. But I'm coming up to a desert biome, it looks like, so I could find some more waterproofing. Well, cactus green anyway. What do we need for piping?
Okay, so I've run out of saplings there, which is not good.
As the word generates in. I'm exploring strange new worlds.
Completely empty, which is not good. Probably should have taken a bucket or something.
To seek out new life, a new cactus. To boldly go where no pig will go up again.
Alright, whatever.
Ah!
So the combustion engine has unfortunately run out of oil.
And that's all I'm going to sing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes. Up, up, up. Aha, cactus. There we go. Just what we need.
Good man. Huzzah and hooray and such. Okay, now I need a hell of a load more saplings to continue this work.
As we have a bit of a lighting glitch here. It's always nice to see in Minecraft when lighting doesn't work properly. There we go.
I suppose that doesn't matter actually. As long as it makes it to the still, we're good. So, I apologise for this remarkably terrible setup.
Yes, an extremely long episode once again.
I'm going to sort this out once I have all the resources required and once I've expanded this area just a little bit more. So, obviously, as you can see here, we have water coming into the fermenter. We have the fermenter set up with a redwood sapling and some fertilizer, which is going to create biomass. The biomass is then pumped out. And in this setup, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the biomass and use it to power the biogas engine, which is powering the still. And we're going to send some of that biomass into the still to be turned into biofuel. And the biofuel is really what we want to get at the end of it, because the biofuel is about 10 times more effective than the biomass at giving energy. So, I would say for the time being, that's probably about it regarding that, until we get a nice good setup going, and we're actually ready to start using the power to power machines and various different bits and pieces. Is there anything else you can think of, Viper, that we wanna show off on this one?
Currently at the minute, no, because all I'm really doing is I successfully got some 16 cactus and I'm just going to turn that into cactus green to make waterproof piping, so people already know that. If not, I'll just quickly show you, because, you know, I'm cool like that. Waterproof pipe pretty much is a normal transport pipe but waterproof. And to make waterproof is pretty much beeswax or cactus green. So that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, sorry for me being quiet, but the episode was all about power, and that was DJ's side of the field. Next episode, we were going to be focusing on the power transportation of our power to machines, and hopefully probably have some new machines up and running. We haven't decided yet, but we most likely will be creating our compound next episode, so look forward to that. Regarding that next episode, with the compound, we'll probably have it mostly beginning to be built, or a good bit of it done before we bring you in to show it to you, because we don't exactly want to, you know, start from scratch and actually build. Well, we might start from scratch, but like it will be cut in segments, pretty much as we've done with so far with the series, just to save you the torture of actually putting up with what we have to do with it. So yeah, so look forward to that. So anyway, until then, this has been Viper with DJ357 on this episode of, what would you call this episode, Dara?
This is going to be power time.
Power time. Okay, DJ357's power nap. Until next time. Until the next video. Talk to you soon.
Take care. And it's just us and